Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. This video is going to come out as basically a special report. This is an alert. I was made aware of this actually yesterday. This is anecdotal. We do have a number of connections at Thai Immigration. Quite frankly, nothing untoward down there. We have professional, cordial relations with those folks, but we deal with them all the time, and we hear things. And one thing that just came to my attention within the past 24 hours is that the reaction, if you will, at least institutionally, to the recent spate of what I can only describe as foreigners behaving badly here in Thailand is coming to a head. There's an upshot, essentially, to what we've seen the last few months of all this, quite honestly, foreigners behaving badly. And the upshot is Thai Immigration is not messing around. As we'll get to in videos upcoming, there are new visa rules coming down the pike. There's going to be a new regime with regard to Thai Immigration. And part and parcel of that is they're probably going to be spending less time on the more mundane tasks associated with maintaining tourist status here in Thailand. Long story short, we're going to see things like the exemption stamp expanded, and creating a regime wherein Thai Immigration doesn't have to spend a great deal of time here internally dealing with that. We're also seeing longer term sort of non-immigrant type visas, kind of hybridized visas is the only word I can really come up with it. Again, stay tuned. I've got those videos coming, but this is more important. Thai Immigration is no longer messing around. They are going to be doing inspections on especially new visa cases, especially involving work authorization, working here in Thailand. But not just that. They've made it clear that, this is an across-the-board initiative, and it is arising from the fact that they've had so many problems with foreigners here in Thailand. Now we're going into what is often described as the low season, although as we discussed in another video recently, it would seem that the lowest of the low parts of the low season are being sort of edged out, if you will. It's being sort of smoothed over. The pointiness of those drops is being smoothed over because we're seeing more people wanting to stay in Thailand, even going into low season. So again, it's not quite the low season we once saw. But from the standpoint of Thai Immigration, this is the season where they separate what they view as tourists from the people who are trying to live here. And if you're trying to live in Thailand, they put more scrutiny upon you. Well, we're going to see it, and be prepared, because folks that are coming into the non-immigrant system in any form, from what I'm being told, under this new regime, under the traditional visa categories, anybody coming in sort of new to this system is going to be heavily, heavily scrutinized, inspected. They may not even be announced inspections. These may be just sort of spot inspections where they just pop up. Now, bear in mind, here's something I want to be very clear about, especially for our clients here at the firm that have been with us a while. They also made it clear that this specifically, again, they're not ruling anything out. They always have the ability to inspect people, but they're not looking at folks who have maintained lawful status correctly in the system up to this point. That is not who they're looking for. So this is not a situation where they're looking to go in and purge, if you will, people that have already been here, especially taxpayers. Those of you that have been in the business visa, you've been maintaining your work permit, paying taxes. Yeah, if you've got multiple years or even a year or even just your time in already, even if you're already in the system processing, you're probably not going to have to worry about this greatly. These things don't just change on a dime. But that said, moving forward, folks who are looking to come into the long-term system here in Thailand, again, in any way, there is no one particular category that's being targeted here, just longer-term non-immigrant status, expect to be scrutinized at the very least, and the possibility of inspections and even surprise inspections.